he won. And then I say, hey, well, your deal only says 299 laps. Well, then we'd have to go back and manually do it the way we're doing it already. So we just do it that way right off the start. That way everybody's on point as far as their scorecards.
Well, do you think that by watching guys like Joe who have taken over and adapted your rules and are putting a race on at their location, do you think that may be an opportunity for you to look at ways to improve the Lone Star 600 in the future?
Well, yes, and not to, our deal is such a massive scale. It takes Jack and I a year to prepare for it. On our deal, it's well over $100,000 that goes into putting the event on. That's why, so as far as if, Joe has adopted some of the same things we do, I did something really neat this year, and I hope I can do it next year. But, Royal Purple has suites above the track, up top. They have these, VIP suites with an elevator. And this year I was able to go in the stands and get everybody that was in a wheelchair or if they had oxygen, and I put them up in the suites. And I hope I can do that again next year, And we let one of the things we've always done is, me and Jack call it the 5-5-5. 5 and under is free. Over 55 is free. $5 general admission. Veterans, military, police, or fire are all free. Because, it's those community people that help us out. So, we got some neat things going there. But we're always open, if Joe brings some neat ideas or we see at Joe's race, I know this sounds a little funny. Every year at the Lone Star 600, Jack and myself, I say we're on the wrong side of the pay window. So we're going to Waco, Jack and myself. We're going to Waco. Me and Jack are racing. I'll give him some scorecards, show him, let him use our clock, whatever he needs. But I'm going there as a driver. So, I've always said, and Joe agrees, the one thing I've always said to anybody is if you promote a race, you can't race in it. You need to either pick. I always call it promoter fail 101. If you're promoting an event, you do not need to race in it. It's just a conflict of interest. I've always felt that way, and I always will. But since Joe's putting this on, I got excited. I was like, hot dog, now I get to put my helmet back on and go after it a while. Because I've run enduros all up and down the coast. One thing that helps get us successful is Jack and I. We drove for a gentleman named Herman Weber 25 years ago. So the neat thing is when I actually put this enduro together, I had guys from Tennessee, guys from Florida, and say, hey, are you that guy? Back then I was a kid, but are you that kid that came with the Texas flag? We recognize your name. Are you that guy? I said, yep, that's me. So, I was able to have guys from Tennessee, Florida, Alabama that already knew of me. So they knew, well, heck, this guy kind of knows enduros. I've been fortunate to run enduros in about 30 different states. So we've really been able to hone in on the problems of other enduros to make ours do very, very well. And that's why we've had tremendous and huge success, because we have